The moment people talk about luxury watches, they think of Rolex, and the Rolex Submariner is just in a league of its own, gaining notoriety as both the most pivotal and the most refined timepiece ever created. Though it may be difficult to explain, it's clear to see why this is a one-of-a-kind watch and is so well-liked. Introduced in 1953, the Submariner is widely credited with revolutionizing the watch industry. This timepiece quickly became a fan favorite among legendary athletes, Hollywood actors, and other notable people. Even the most committed followers of competing watch brands never dare to argue against the fact that the Submariner is the best watch ever manufactured. What though is the secret to the Submariner's success as the most imitated watch in the world? Welcome to Lux Live, and when it comes to luxury and lifestyle, we've got you covered. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's begin. Unfortunately, the Submariner is one of the most misunderstood watches in the world. It goes by more than a dozen names, each of which has hundreds of variants. Despite this, even a newcomer to the world of collecting watches can tell a Submariner from a regular wristwatch. Due to its unique blend of traditional style and subtle elegance, the watch has become an international symbol for Rolex. Examining the genuinely remarkable history of this one-of-a-kind Rolex timepiece is essential to understanding what makes the Submariner so impressive. Rolex director René-Paul Jeanneret approached the company's founder and president, Hans Wilsdorf, with the concept of creating a watch that would serve the needs of divers at tremendous depths while still being an attractive accessory. He had no clue that his breakthrough would pave the way to the next stage in developing timepieces. In essence, he designed a Rolex diving watch that combines cutting-edge technology with everyday utility, making it the perfect accessory for the modern man. The toughness of this watch makes it the best instrument for scuba divers, as it can withstand pressures found deep within the ocean. Realizing the watch's potential was a watershed moment for Rolex. When creating this well-known timepiece, the watchmaker experimented with several ideas that would prove to be the brand's bestsellers during the subsequent decade. The original releases of the Submariner had far more prominent weave plots in place of conventional hour marks. Dials on Rolexes evolved from white and silver to black, casings got bulkier, and rotating bezels became the norm. The original price of a Rolex Submariner was $150 since the watch was created to be accessible to anyone. The goal was to promote the sale of a high-quality durable watch at a reasonable price. The Rolex Submariner enjoyed rapid growth in its customer base from 1954 through the 1970s. It became a one-of-a-kind sports watch with sophisticated aesthetics and an elegant solution to a difficult challenge. The first Rolex watch to be called a Submariner was reference 6204, even though it is commonly credited to its introduction in 1954. Rolex didn't actually begin selling the watch until the following year. Also, it wasn't until late 1953 that the first Submariner was created. Rolex's Submariner model had the most reliable automated movement available. It was based on earlier models of the Oyster Perpetual and was driven by the Rolex Caliber A260. The 6204's integrated shock absorption made it ideal for athletes of many kinds, but especially for divers. Jacques Cousteau and other prominent divers utilized early iterations of the 6204 to gauge their abilities underwater. The watch's meteoric rise to fame can be directly attributed to Cousteau's endorsement. Neither Wilsdorf, Jeanneret, or even Jacques Cousteau could have foreseen the Submariner's meteoric rise to fame as one of the century's most iconic timepieces. The unwavering devotion with which its admirers held this unique timepiece elevated it to the status of modern legend and global collector's item. The Submariner's continued popularity can be mainly attributed to its maintaining a distinctive look through the use of bold new color palettes and cutting-edge watchmaking innovations. The Submariner has evolved gracefully over the past 60 years while remaining true to its roots. Submariner watches of today are believed to be constructed entirely of 904L steel, a rare metal generally reserved for aerospace applications. The ceramic bezel has been replaced with aluminum and made scratch-proof. The crown guards, another distinctive characteristic of the Submariner, have been modified and updated several times. The Submariner's initial caliber, which has been replaced multiple times since 1988, has been replaced by a 3135. Over the years, this timepiece's iconic and gorgeous form and proportions have been the only constants. As quartz watches gained popularity in the 1970s, demand for submariners temporarily declined. It didn't take long for manufacturers of Swiss-made mechanical timepieces to understand they needed a new approach to marketing if they were to revive sales. Quartz watches were popular due to their low price compared to mechanical ones. This inspired manufacturers of mechanical timepieces like Rolex to position their products squarely in the luxury goods market. The original marketing for Rolex watches portrayed them as reliable, low-cost instruments. These days, they're luxury timepieces that only watch enthusiasts should wear. Having a Rolex became a status symbol indicative of financial success due to the brand's advertising, and not long after, the Rolex Submariner quickly rose to the pinnacle of the new subset of high-end timepieces. The Submariner set the standard for dive-in sports watches over most of the 20th century. The Submariner's design and aesthetic have remained almost unchanged from its first release, making it instantly identifiable to audiences of all ages. Despite numerous iterations and dial colors, it has endured as a classic design. This is a significant factor in the continued success of the Rolex Submariner, simply describing the incredible craftsmanship and exquisite combination of materials used to create a Submariner wouldn't do justice to the watch's reputation as the greatest in the world. Submariner lovers agree on one thing. Thanks to Rolex's use of contrasting and complementary hues, the watch goes with nearly every ensemble. The fact that the Sub is the most often counterfeited wristwatch in the world draws a lot of interest. In addition, several watchmakers have paid tribute to the watch's originality by creating their own versions. These factors combine to make the Sub one of the most elusive watches ever. Submariners have proven that the saying, "there's a Submariner for every wrist," is primarily accurate. Given the company's devotion to the watch, it's been more challenging to find another watch company that has mass-produced the exact watch model in a wide enough range of styles, colors, and materials to satisfy every type of watch collector. You can still get a Sub in one of three colors today, and if you look hard enough, you can find some genuinely one-of-a-kind examples in vintage Sub markets. The Submariner is the most sought-after luxury watch in the world and has been a bestseller for nearly 70 years, due mainly to the model's continuing unmatched rarity. We may expect this trend to continue for the foreseeable future. If you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive updates in our latest videos. Also, feel free to leave us a comment. If you want to watch more videos, head on over to our channel to see more from Lux Live. See you!